to ask, what's worse, Disney having a yard sale or Mickey becoming a scab?
Oh no, it's gonna
So
be
I
weird.
hear a
What's
lot of
that?
people talking about the whole strike thing, and some people saying you know what they need to strike on this one. Others are saying I don't care, let them all fight with each other. They don't matter anymore.
I
Which
actually want to watch the movie of the results.
yeah, right. It'll be better than anything the writers are coming up with
I
nowadays. That's
honestly
for
think
certain.
the Disney boardroom drama right now would make an amazing movie.
Yeah, it would. It
What's
would.
going
We
on
need
with
like a
Disney?
behind the scenes show for that. It'd be way more dramatic than anything they're
Well,
producing.
with the strike and everything going on, it pretty much shut down a lot of what they were doing. It's not just a writer strike anymore. It's now the Actors Guild is striking. However, I do agree with the reason they're striking, as I currently understand it. Opinion definitely subject to change upon revelation of further information, but for what I can tell, they're trying to take actors and pay them studios want to pay them a one-time fee to scan their face and pretty much use their likeness, and that's it. That's all they get paid, and the studio can go on and just
Oh,
superimpose them into scenes in any
Well, look what
production
they
they
do with
do
Darth
from then
Vader's
on.
voice.
Oh, I heard something about that, but it was just for like the background characters, not
Well, yeah, it might
primary.
be, but I mean, it's like if somebody's trying to,
it sets
you
a
know,
precedent.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that too. But there's a lot of people who made successful careers off of just being a background character. I mean, you turn on any TV show during the 80s and 90s, and you're going to see in all the cop dramas, all the, you know, the just one and done characters that show up. You see them play two or three other characters in that same manner in another cop show and in another, primetime TV show. They're
Hmm.
all, they make the rounds. Their faces get recognized, and people make lucrative careers just out of being an extra. But that would be taken away if a studio can make all their extras just computer generated. If they own the rights to your face, then who's to stop them? I don't know. What do you think? Should this type of stuff not be done at all, or is there a reasonable line? And where, if so, where would that line be?
I don't think there is a reasonable line. Look how bad Darth Vader's been treated.
Well, as far as like actors' faces go, eventually they could just do AI generated faces, just random people. That's not they don't exist, but they look real enough, and they throw them in the background, and that's absolutely
Yeah.
no one. If
And
anything,
and
it's
if,
going to cut
and
out the
if
jobs of the extras, the actors, and stuff like that. Yeah.
and if somebody like a producer says I'm going to take a picture of my face and my brother's face and I can make a bunch of people that look like we're related to but don't actually exist, and no one can stop me. You know what?
Hmm.
That's his own pictures. I guess that's fine. But
I mean,
real
current
people
technology.
is a thing. We kind of need that for some authenticity.
Yeah, I
One thing
definitely.
where I think it was okay, and this was a heated debate at the time it happened, was Brandon Lee in The Crow, since he died during production. And there were heated arguments going on that they should just not do the movie at all. And people like, no, he died trying to make this movie. He would want it out there, but they use computers to superimpose him in scenes that
Mhm.
after he had already was passed, so they could complete the movie.
yeah.
And and
I've been doing that too.
that was just as it was just as divisive then as AI is now. But it was just that was an isolated incident back at that time, so it didn't
Yeah.
continue on in debate. Now we got it. We have the tools to do that almost with our home computers now. So
And it's
uh,
about using likenesses. Like I definitely wouldn't want my face to be scanned and then found out that it was used in something that I'm ethically against. I'm morally against that stuff. But there I am. There's my face promoting these things. I'm like, no, not
Well,
allowed.
well, Apple, I tell you, it's a similar story. I've got audiobooks out. Apple put into their submission agreement that any book done through the service that I use, uh, which is Findaway, eh, that any book that you submit to Apple, you agree and consent to having them um, take the audio from that for use in their AI training. And I didn't find this out until like till like April or something. So
Oh wow.
and they gave a thing where you could tell them to opt out of that. Well, the minute I found out, an email went out, and apparently the backlash was so strong that that they scuttled that whole thing altogether, because a lot of authors say, "Wait a second, no, 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 no! You don't get to build your models off of my books." So they're doing this stuff. They're doing this stuff kind of by what's the word I'm looking for? Less than, or through stealthy means. And the thing is that you're like, I don't know if you can actually copyright your license, this, that, or the other, but you can, if you got content, you better protect it. And guess what? Now Apple is providing free voices to read your narration to make your own audiobook.
Wow.
Yeah, I wonder where those voices came from.
Yeah.
I will use my crappy Yinzer accent. Thank you very much.
So, and I mean, I got a really good audiobook. I got a really good audiobook narrator. Oh, and by the way, they're doing it for free. So they took all those voices, and now they're giving that stuff away for free. Oh, that was scummy. That was some really scummy crap, and it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe if I do an audio version of my book, I want it read by someone in a program that sounds like Sam Kinison. Just have it shout the whole thing. Just yell through the whole thing.
Gilbert Gottfried.
That'll be a good one too. Sam Kinison.
And then how Cedric lifted his blade. That was a very big blade. It was very, very big.
You're too good at that. I actually want you to read a page in that voice. Would your throat survive, though? I don't know.
Oh, probably. Hang on. I just did. You want me to read you? You want me to read you?
Well, I want to answer this question. I want to answer
yeah.
this question for Guilty. He asked Mr. Mindflayer, who died. I believe he's referring to Brandon Lee when he was filming The Crow. Let's see. Jonathan Raznall says, owning their life. Oh, yeah. Let me put up what it was actually a good. Okay, here we go. What happens when an actor starting acting career as an extra gets scanned, then gets a breakout role with a different studio? Who owns the likeness? Yeah, does that kind of bar him from appearing in other things if they own his likeness? Is there some kind of...
That shouldn't be.
Yeah.
That seems like it shouldn't be allowed. You can't own the likeness to my face. That's my face. That's I own
Jonathan
that.
Rosenall says, owning their likeness would basically mean they own their soul. LOL. Plastic surgery would probably get a boost in business. Maybe they can only do voice acting after that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Willing to sell your
that-
likeness. It might be a little bit soulless.
Ultimate Kahuna says, I could scream it. I don't know. Are human beings allowed to have that much fun? Him screaming the whole thing, heck yeah, that's going to be a blast. Just because it's Kahuna, it's going to be hilarious.
Do you want me to do my Gilbert Gottfried voice on some of my new material?
Actually, yeah, go for it.
Please do.
Do it.
Please do.
All right. It's chapter 3.
In the amber glow of the small fire, Roe inspected a large sheet of thick paper that Hell Center provided him. Fingers stained with dust and grime. Felt the edges of the document. It was a very big document. Noting the small feel and weight. Feels like hide, he remarked, sounding a little surprised. Thin, though.
There you go.
That sounds painful.
I don't know,
Yeah.
where did you get that stuff?
Leon
Yeah, I told you,
Fuego
Harmon, I could finish your
Stormthrower
book in
joined
one
the
day.
chat.
What was that again?
I said I could finish your book in one day. I started at 1, finished it before the stream.
I'm jealous. I really am. I wish I could read that fast.
Don't worry, eventually I'll be reading through yours frequency.
Well, that one kid at the last Comic-Con I was at, my first Comic-Con I was at, he read through it he got through about 3/4 about in a few hours, like maybe 4 hours. So he was nearly done. So
Yeah,
it's
but it
small.
was just speed reaping, skipping over stuff.
No,
'Cause
it-
I wasn't doing that.
'Cause
Rosengo,
not only do I
Rosengo,
want to
on a
learn to,
counter to that, slavery was legal for many years and still continues illegally. So watch them.
yes, we're shortly going to be discussing the movie that addresses this subject.
Yeah, if you want.
It'd be a legal mess if that actually went through, because then you'd have fucking like Warner Brothers and Disney like slugging it out.
Well, but
One
think about also the
actress.
actors who insure their themselves.
Yeah. Angelina Jolie got insurance on her lips. Jennifer Lopez got insurance on that.
Yeah,
butt
but
of
we're
hers,
talking. That's not
Because-
the same as copywriting.
because that is valuable and must be protected. I have my priorities. All right. The self is the basis of private property rights. You are owned only by you. This likeness stealing shit reeks.
There you go. That's
I
a basic
agree.
comment. I like that one. Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah, sorry about the disconnecting there. I don't know. I think my internet didn't like your Gilbert Godfrey impression. Just totally crapped out
yes. My bad,
Yeah.
Gilbert Gottfried impression.
right there. Just,
It probably quit. Just out of
internet's like,
spite.
no, can't hear this. Save me.
With the power and intensity of your voice, you overrode Trippy's Wi-Fi signals and knocked them offline.
Yeah, legit.
Like a cyber banshee.
Sparks started coming out of his PC. Smoke.
And it smelled like a burning hedge.